Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Harry Potter review. So today we're going to be looking at number 76401, Hogwarts Courtyard Sirius's Rescue. This set includes 345 pieces retailing for $49.99, that's a hefty price, when it released June 1st in Europe, June 19th in North America 2022. Looking at the box art, we have the same style that we saw last summer with your characters at the bottom, regular stuff at the top and from the sides, main picture of the set, which is set up in the courtyard kind of like in a weird fashion, but whatever. You can see a little bit of Hogwarts in the background. It doesn't look like they're mimicking any of the currently available sets. Flipping to the back, we get a look at the interior for this particular set. In addition to your minifigures interacting, you get 2 collectible wizard cards, as we saw last year with the 20th anniversary, and of course we have to get push tabs as this being a $50 set. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for the box, so let's open this up and take a look at the box contents. Included in the box, you get 3 numbered bags in addition to your stickers, instruction sheet, and the Buckbeak mold. Our sticker sheet features the brick patterns for the exterior and also a few interior details. Instructions follows the style you're going to see for this entire wave. Flipping to the back, you get your win guy, piece count for 2 pages there, leading right on to an advertisement, same one we've been getting in all the other sets, with the Hogwarts layout for this wave. And last, because we get 2 more of those collectible wizard cards, we also happen to get a small checklist, just like we saw in the sets from last year. And then we have our final overall model for this set. So yeah, that's all for the box content. So let's take a look at our minifigures and the final overall model. To start off our minifigure selection, of course, we gotta start with the boy who lived himself, Harry Potter, who is exclusive because we get a brand new double-sided facial expression, which kind of took me by surprise that they even included a brand new facial expression. They could have easily have just given us another one of those repeats that we got also in the Shrieking Shack, but it's good to see LEGO thinking on their feet. We get the mid-sized legs to represent year 3, we get the same torso piece that was introduced with the blood stains and the dirt roughness within the Hogwarts Hospital wing, the same old casual muggle style. I can take a look at the back printing there, get the wand for the accessory, and as I said, facial expression is brand new and exclusive with a little smirk from the front. And as Harry mounts his firebolt for the very first time, you can spin his face around to see him shouting with glee, which I really love this facial expression. It is very animated and a lot more animated than I think a lot of people want for a Harry Potter minifigure, but I think it works very well for at least that scene. And of course you get the hairpiece for year 3 that was introduced back in 2018. Next up we have Hermione Granger, who like Harry is brand new and exclusive because of the double-sided facial expression. She has the mid-sized legs to represent year 3, same torso again that was introduced within the Hogwarts Hospital wing set. Same thing goes for the Time Turner print on that 1x1, which will also be available in the Ministry of Magic for this summer. You get the printing from the back of her minifigure. Again, I really love all the detail that LEGO's been putting on these minifigures as of lately. The little hoodie there, which we didn't see on the previous versions. And looking at that double-sided facial expression, you get an open mouth grin from the front, and you can turn that right around to see a worried look as she's trying to break Sirius out of his little jail. You get the same hairpiece that was introduced in 2019 for her minifigure. And to finish us off, we have another brand new variant of Sirius Black for this summer wave, who includes brand new prints for both the torso and leg piece. Facial expression will be seen between all 3 in this wave as well. It kind of confuses me, again, why LEGO didn't just give us a repeat of the one that we saw in the Shrieking Shack, because technically that's the one that you would see. But if you bring both of these figures side by side, I did want to point out the fact that this is practically what's underneath all of that dark gray. I just think it's really weird that LEGO decided to go this direction. It just kind of confuses me again why they didn't give us a repeat, though I'm not complaining. I love when LEGO gives us brand new prints, and this is just another really good thing about this set. Now looking at the prints, you don't get them from the side unfortunately, which would have been another cool thing to see for this figure, but it's not really necessary. Get the back printing there, very rumpled up look for the prison robes, and you get the double-sided facial expression that you'll also see for two other Siriuses within this wave, one with a slight smirk, and one that better fits Prisoner of Azkaban with a yelling face from the other side. And I really love this facial expression for Sirius, and I think it works very well, probably even better than the one that we got back in 2019. And speaking of 2019, you get the same hairpiece from that era as well. In addition to the final overall model of the Hogwarts Courtyard and Tower, we also happen to get Buckbeak and a small feeding station. Looking at the build-up for Buckbeak, we get the same mold that was introduced for him back in 2019, though this time in this white color, which is actually slightly more accurate than the light gray that LEGO's been using since 2004. Here's a look at the printing on the eyes there and around all the fur. I really love that. I think LEGO did a nice job there. Get the clip piece connection for the wings, which are in silver, which we previously saw back in LEGO Elves in 2015, so those aren't anything new, but it's really nice to get them still the same. You get that posability for the head. You can bring it down so Buckbeak can bow down to Harry, and you can bring it right back up. Really interested to see if they continue using this color in the future, or if they go back to the light gray. It would be kind of confusing that they made this at all in white, but anyways, LEGO's doing a lot of weird things in this set in terms of new prints and such, which I think is really amazing. To go along with Buckbeak, we also happen to get this little barrel, which I guess would be for water, and also this chicken leg instead of a ferret, which is fine, all on top of this little plate piece, just a small little extra throw-in build, just for the piece count sake, I guess. I might as well add that you happen to get 2 more of those collectible chocolate frog cards included in this set out of the 16 total. These were introduced back in last year, 2021, to celebrate the 20th anniversary of LEGO Harry Potter. If you're someone like me who has bought all of the sets up to this point, you might have a full set of these already, in addition to a bunch of extras. If you've collected every single set up to this point, you should have a total of 36 chocolate frog cards. I happen to have one extra only because I needed to get another polybag for Salazar Slytherin, who I haven't happened to have gotten an extra one of, unfortunately. But anyways, kinda disappointing that LEGO hasn't decided to make a second series of these. I don't know who they would put on here, but would have been a lot more fun than collecting the old ones again. And with Buckbeak and his friends out of the way, we can now take a look at the Hogwarts build included. So starting off with this bottom section, we have a piece of the courtyard, which in theory you could buy multiples of this set to make up a bigger courtyard. For sure, if I see any that catch my eye, I'll post them in my story on Instagram. But just like the other Hogwarts sets that we saw last year in 2021, we have the whole modular system using the Technic pins and Technic pin holes that allow you to take apart and move around all these different sections of Hogwarts. You even get the studded area from the top if you want to remove those sections, which I think is really neat. So building us up a piece of the Hogwarts Courtyard, you can combine both of these sections. You can see the little windows, which I think are really nice. You have a little bit of brown there. You can sit a minifigure there as if it's a seat. You also get these pieces, which I really love getting. You can see it better from this side, which I don't know why they're facing the other way. I guess it's if you want to combine multiples of these. You also get some little lights and a lot of plants and leaf pieces, especially from the exterior here. You can take a look at that, which I think the coloring looks nice. You get some of these golden frogs as some extra decoration. You have the continuation of the sand green roofs. And I also wanted to point out that we get these little pyramid pieces. Those I think are really neat because you're also going to see those within the Dumbledore's office set, and I think that that continuity is missing from the older sets. I really like how those turned out. I think it adds a little bit of extra detail that I wasn't really expecting. And again, you can also remove these if you want to stack stuff on top of this section, though technically you're really not supposed to do this, as this is supposed to represent just the courtyard. Alongside the courtyard, you also get this spiral staircase, which we haven't seen these in quite some time, and I really appreciate LEGO giving us some more of these, especially in the Nougat color. We saw these in this color back in 2018, so it's really nice to see them return. The one thing that I think is really interesting is that we actually have a new sort of like connection in the middle where we use a bunch of these cylinder pieces instead of the old Technic connection that they used to use. I think this is mainly because they wanted to tile off the top and make it fit with the rest of the Hogwarts lineup. If anything, it does work and doesn't break too easily, so that is at least a good thing. And of course, you get a lot of these different Technic pinholes if you want to connect this to different sections of Hogwarts, and you also get the studs, so you can stack another piece right on top, which will be where we actually enter from the staircase. This is, I guess, supposed to represent Flitwick's office because that is where they're working on the firebolt to see if it's been cursed or not. This is more so of a book reference, which again surprises me. All of the different book references that we have within the Summer Wave, we get the same exact broom buildup for the firebolt that you're also going to see within the Hungarian Horntail set, where we use that new broom bottom piece with the anti-stud so you can stand it up, get the clip piece connection with the handcuffs for the place where you place your feet, even though your minifigure really can't put their feet there, and you get the pole connection for your minifigure to hold on to. Clip pieces here just to keep everything in place, in addition to the little feather for Buckbeak, I guess. Cool to see them reference both the book and the movie at the same time. Also from the back of this area you can see a little torch as well as another sticker with the Hogwarts crest. And as we move to the back here, I did want to point out that it is a little ugly again that these pieces are backwards, but no matter, we get another sticker just for some of the wall patterning and also some greenery. And I also really like how it curves. It's really nice that it curves even though it does leave that little gap there, which is a little ugly, but nothing too serious. And at the very top of the build, placing on the last piece of the puzzle, we have the jail cell right above Flitwick's office holding Sirius Black. You can open up a little prison cell. You have a nice spot to stand Sirius. You can plop him in like such. There you go, you have Sirius behind bars, a little small, but it does the job. Unfortunately, we don't get a lock on here. I would have liked to have seen them include, say, like a lock print on the door, but anyways, it's good for what it is. Another little torch up here. And also, from the very top, you continue that green roof style that you're going to see from the older sets. And we get some windows over here. You can see some of these tile wall elements just to hold this in place, because it is at an angle, which I did want to show how that's connected using one of those spinny plates. I think that's very clever how they do that. And you get a sticker from the very top, which honestly wasn't necessary, but it is what it is, just adding a little cobweb to show how old Hogwarts is, I guess. So overall, for $50, is this set worth it? I mean, you get all exclusive minifigures in this set, and the return of Buckbeak. If you don't have Buckbeak yet, this is definitely the set for you. And I would also want to add that when it comes to the build that you get for the actual Hogwarts lineup, this is 100% better than the Fluffy Encounter set. Not only is this accurate to the movies, but you also happen to get book references, which again surprised me within this Summer Wave. I love seeing all these book references. And as all of you should know, Prisoner of Azkaban is one of my favorite books and films, probably placing this set higher up than I originally thought I was going to. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!